I'm so bored. Do we got anything to do around here? Ooh, I have something scary I want to tell you guys. Yo, what is it? I actually want to hear this. I never heard something creepy in so long. Well, have you guys heard about the TPOT 1 early draft? No. Yeah? Wait, you have? I kind of remember it, but I kind of forgot what it was about. Well, listen to this, because you're about to remember it again. Here's how it goes. So the episode starts off as normal, with the whole TV playing the part out. And then Yellowface and Fanny just, talk it out. And then the others agree with Fanny. Fries compliments her as normal. Although 2 did show up out of nowhere. We all know that. That part's normal, except there's one difference. Well, and then what? Did you forget? Well, 2 said something like this. Maybe if you weirdos weren't so goddamn artistic, they would probably be at the finale already. Yeah. Is there something to be confused at here? Oh yeah. The confusing part is, where did BFDI get the courage to be using this kind of language? That kind of language is never tolerated in BFDI at all. No cursing or whatever. I mean, like normal, everyone is called to cake at stake. Is the cake at stake normal? No, it's violent. Like I said, it's a scary story. There are going to be some differences comparing to the episode. During the cake at stake, Nickel asks the same question, but instead of, 2 explaining why they're there, they end up pulling out a knife, and guess what they do to Nickel? Kill him. When he admits a blood-curdling scream. Come on, I'm only just through the beginning. Then we head on to the middle part of the episode, where the cake at stake really happens. So what happens to the recommended characters? That's the thing. Instead of the recommended characters falling through holes and whatever, 2 killed them. The ones who failed to join the game. Except Winter, who did come into the game. Basically, Winter is the only one that didn't get killed. But later, they did get killed. Well, how do they die? Let me look at the whole list. Rubber spatula is snapped in half. Shampoo is ripped in half. Kitchen sink is hit by a hammer with his organs flying everywhere. Scissors is cut in half. Snare drum is punctured in the face to the point where blood starts flying out. Conch shell is shattered into pieces. Boom mic is snapped in half. Clapboard is burnt to ashes. Leek is consumed and eaten. 9-ball is crushed like 8-ball. Camera is disassembled. Blender is made to blend a bomb. And guess what? Explodes to the point where blood explodes everywhere. Onigiri was also eaten, a lot like Leek. Disky ends up suffering the same as Conch shell, being shattered. VHSE also gets opened up. The film strip ripped off. The income tax return document gets ripped and burnt. Salt rock from salt lamp gets detached with blood running out. PDA gets stabbed with the stylus and shot. Anchor gets thrown into a blast furnace. Wait, aren't anchors indestructible though? Maybe, maybe not. Tape gets his tape roll pulled out. Shopping cart gets crumbled. I don't know how that's possible. Because you can't crumble up a shopping cart. You gotta be Jesus for that. Battery, he's opened up, but there's no battery acid. Instead, rather the stream of blood. Avocado is peeled and eaten like Leek and Onigiri. Price tag is crumbled up. That actually makes sense since price tag is a piece of paper. Non-existy likely got stabbed and starts bleeding out. Huh. He doesn't exist, so how does he get killed? I never really got the answer to that one. So Winter's the only one that didn't die since they had the most votes. Instead of that whole text with Winter joining the game being, blue colored, it's just blood red. Winter appears to have, a really feared out expression. Let me guess, he likely gets killed too? Guess, I just mentioned that. And Winter backtalks too, saying, just because they didn't have enough votes to join the game doesn't mean you get to kill them. And then 2 says, well, in that case, you could join them in hell. And you know what? Want to know what 2 does to Winter? Shoots him. And then he cuts him up to tiny little pieces. Him? I thought you said Winter was... Ignore that I said that, okay? Jeez. So, what happens after Winter died? Just like with the original draft, everyone except Nickel, who died earlier, gets into the elevator, and then when they go down, guess what happens? The contestants start standing up the 2 and labeling him off as the psychopath that they were. Donut, Barfbag, Fanny, Pen, and Eraser decide to stand up to them. And guess what happens? They can't even leave the teapot area since they decided to quit. When they think about going back to 4, guess what? They all die? Well, not every contestant was on the list, but here are the following ways that everyone gets killed. How everyone died in this creepypasta. Ice Cube, eyes gouged out and throat slit. Tennis ball, shot by the rocket of a bazooka. Pie, torn up. And y'all know the drill. Basically, blood and guts start spewing out. Remote, drowned. Cloudy, shot to the ground. Fanny, fan blades ripped out and blood starts spewing out. Puffball, slashed into red pieces. Yeah, it's red blood, not rainbow. Weird, right? Yellowface, burnt and drowned. Shot with an AK-47 bottle. Golf ball, fed to sharks. Bombi, thrown at Donut and shot before he can explode. Donut, blown up by the former. Instead of filling, there's actually blood and organs. Barf bag, filled with acid. Drowned and screamed hyper-realistically. Naily, bent out of shape to the point where bones started showing up. Needle, split in half. Tree, shaved and hacked by an axe. Marker, beaten to death. And basically his dead body was made to write a message in Arabic. It translates to, all who believe that they are safe will die tomorrow. Foldy, ripped into pieces and burned. Basketball, chopped up into little pieces. And Clock was electrocuted and burned. It faded on to 2, and guess what 2 did? His eyes turned red with black. After looking at the dead bodies, he yelled, "I am unstoppable." And he let out the most evil laugh possible. It was creepy. There is also a French message. I'm not going to bother to read it because I'm not a French person myself. We aren't French, dude. We're on Piggy Island. You know what I mean. But, like I said, this early draft is really disturbing. And that's why Teapot 1 took so long to release. Anyways, good night, you two. I think I might have nightmares already.